Good day and welcome to another edition of Sports Check here on Ghana Web TV. My name is Daniel Odro. Today we do a special edition of the show because it's a very solemn occasion. It's very solemn because today is exactly 17 years to the day when over 126 Ghanaians, football-loving fans, left home to watch a football game and never returned home. They were crushed to death in one of the most dastardly acts in world football. An incident that has been recorded as one of the bloodiest in African football. Today, we speak with some of the survivors of that unfortunate incident and also relatives and children who were left behind by some of the victims who were unfortunate enough not to have escaped that horror incident. We go for a short commercial break. When we return, I have a conversation with some of the relatives and survivors of this horror incident. Stay with us, we're back after the break. You're welcome back from the break. You're still here on Sports Check, here on Ghana Web TV. My name is Daniel Odro, and today as we celebrate the 17th anniversary of the May 9th Stadium disaster, I speak with a couple of families who lost their relatives in this event or on this occasion. Hello, good day and welcome to Sports Check. First of all, are you able to tell us, can you tell us your name and who you lost on that day?
My name is Ronnie Pavani. I lost my husband.
Okay. Walk us through the event of that day. It's been 17 years, but what do you remember of that day?
What I could remember is I was at home and he called me that they went to, my husband told me he's going to stadium to watch football. What I could remember is I told him not to go. I should stay back. He said, "Oh, I'm going to watch football and come." That was it. And the next day they called me that my husband is gone.
The next day, but when
I heard it on the same day, but it's the next day that we found out that it's gone.
Okay, so on that evening, I remember it was a Wednesday, just like today is. It had rained.
Yes, rain. And we had a light off, so we couldn't get everything clear. So people were calling us that Kenneth is in one of the 127 people who lost their lives.
Okay, so that evening when he was not coming home, what was the state of your mind?
Me and the sister and one of his colleagues who he came with to this place, we went to 37 military hospital. That time my baby was 4 months old. Wow. So we went to the 37 military hospital to find out what's going on. When we went, it was one of them.
So you actually saw the body, the lifeless body of your husband?
Actually, I didn't go inside. It was the sister who went inside to verify for herself.
Okay.
So the next morning, they took all of the body to the teaching hospital.
Okay. How has life been since then?
Life hasn't been easy at all. We are facing a lot. Actually, we can't voice everything that is going on within us. We can't voice everything out. But things are not going on well at all. You know, for the past 17 years, you know, funds have been raised and stuff like that. And so much is going on which we don't know. And the people taking care of us, they know everything, but they are not briefing us. But aside that, people will tell us this is what is going on, things have been donated and stuff. So we have nothing to say because we haven't received anything. And through the free SHS program going on, we went to the trust fund. They said they've taken the boys' names off. Why? Because the free SHS is going on.
Since when which year did they tell you that?
This year. The free SHS starts this year. Mm-hmm. That was it. So I went to the Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Isaac, and he told me he doesn't know anything about it. So I said, wow, then what's going on with us? Actually, It's been hectic. We don't know what to say. We are appealing to the government to help us
Okay.
because things are not going on well. As I'm sitting down, I'm not working at them at this moment. The boy is going to school. How am I going to get money to feed the boy?
So the boy is around 17 years now.
He's 17. In November he will turn 18.
Wow. And he's in secondary school?
He's in Laboni Senior High.
Okay. So each year, what do you do on this day?
It's not a good year for me. Month, this month is not a good month for me at all. But I try to cope with it. I try to do everything as it goes.
Do you go to his graveside?
Yeah, last time I went there, anytime I go there, I can't control myself. So last time I took my boy there to raise some flour.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Thank you. We'll come back to you. But we've got another relative who lost her dad on that unfortunate day. She will tell us how life has been since her dad died in that horrific incident at the Accra Sports Stadium. It was a football game between Hearts of Oak and Asante Kotoko. And like I said, people left their homes to come and watch the beautiful game and never returned home. Hello, what's your name, please?
I'm Hawa Sari.
Hawa, how old are you now?
I'm 28 today.
28. So if my math is right, you were about 10 years when your dad passed away.
No, it was actually my birthday. It was 11. I was 11 years old, and it was Wednesday. So we were at home with our dad. He came from work, and we were even chatting. It was raining. And he said he was going to the stadium. And I asked him, what is he going to do? And he said, oh, you know he's a very popular fan of Asante Kotoko, so he wants to watch the match. And we were even trying to find certain ways not to do to let him out of the house. I said he will be back. So eventually he said he was going, so we allowed him to go. So we were even preparing food for him. He didn't really come back. So we were even wondering, why is that not still good? So he said, oh, definitely we can, maybe because of his work. He was a newspaper chairman, so they supply newspapers. So in the morning, so we couldn't sleep, so we went to school. We were in school. And our teacher asked us to come, but someone is looking for us. So we have to come out of the class. We went to the headmistress of the told us they want to see our bride. We asked to come to our family house, but there was something going on. So we were even wondering. So we took church and then we went to our family house. When we called them for our family members to tell us, this is what has happened to our dad. So we were actually very sad. We were actually very sad on that day. So I couldn't believe it. I really love my dad very much. For me to lose him, such a sad day.
I'm sorry for the events of that day, but since your dad passed, what did the state do for your family? Now you are old enough to appreciate what has been done since your dad left. Do you remember what was done for you?
Ever since my father has passed away, they gave an amount of money for the funeral right. Afterwards, they have to pay for our school fees. That's what they said they could offer to us. That's the support they were giving to us. So they've been taking care of us, which is the school fees from primary. I was in primary school when the incidents happened. So they've been paying our school fees for us. But that money came yearly. And yearly when that piece is being paid, the rest of the money which is being supposed to be paid to the school, about fees, PT and the staff, we are supposed to pay for those kind of monies. So we had to struggle. I, for instance, I have to even sell, then come back to school, then learn. So it was really tough. So when I got into the secondary school, my first year, since the money comes yearly, after paying for second and third term, I have to go back and sell after school to raise money. Even I had support from some friends where I worked before going to the secondary school. So even they have even to confirm that I thought you were being taken care of the stadium trust fund. And I told them this is the issue, but the money comes yearly. So when it was 9th May, I came here, I was being interviewed, I have to voice out this is what was going on. So later on they came to a decision that the money would be given. By that time I had already completed secondary school. So they started giving the money timely to some of the victims who were in the secondary cycle. So when I got into the university, I had an ambition. So I had to take the letter back to where we've been taking our monies. When I got there, he took the letter and he said he would take it to Ministry of Education, then verify whatever is being needed to be done before the money, the check will be given to me so that I'll go and pay into my school account. So when I got there to take my check, I have to go to the bank and send it to my university account. There was a statement stated in my letter that I should bring electronic appliance, which is laptop, that I'll be used in learning. It's almost 1 year since I started the university. I have asked for it and asked for it. Yet still, it's not coming. Later to call the man and find out that the money that is being donated to us, the interest rate has dropped, so they can't give us the laptops. So I even find out from my sister Ronnie that this is what happened, but have I received my laptop? And I told no, I have not received it. And she said, oh, I thought they're giving it to me. And I said, no, they've not given it to me. So I have to bring the letter here today so that I can show it to the Honorable Minister that this is what is listed. I'm not asking the laptop personally for me to use, but I'm asking it because of my education so that I can go through my education successfully. Because they are the ones supporting me and I don't want to fail them.
Today that we came here to celebrate to commemorate the event, what has the minister said? Has he promised to ensure that things are done in a better way going forward?
Yeah, he told me he will see to everything, that everything is fine. That's all. So I'll be seeing him later. But last year when we came here, a journalist interviewed me that they heard that they've been donated some laptops to their kids, which is a lie. We haven't received anything up to today. We don't know anything about those laptops for the boys.
Okay.
So we want to know where these things are going, because they will celebrate this day and people will show concern and try to help the family, which nothing come to us. So that's what I want to know, where these things are being taken to. Yes, because if someone does something to you, you need to appreciate the one. You need to say thank you or something like that. And if we haven't received anything, what are we going to say to the public? Yeah. We know they are helping us. We thank them so much for up to today that the government is helping us, but it's not up to what we are expecting.
Thank you very much for sharing your story with us. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we return, we'll do some more here on Sports Check. Stay with us. We're back after the break. Yeah, welcome back from the break. We're still doing a special edition of Sports Check here on Ghana Web TV. It's 17 years to the day that over 126 Ghanaians lost their lives in one of the world's most bloodiest stadium disasters at the Accra Sports Stadium, when football fans came to watch Heart of Ghana Asante Kotoko. I continue to speak with some of the people who lost their relatives on that unfortunate day. Ma, Bacho Efrausen? By the easy. Ma, Pacho, one and our train was sad. Sad done then okay says here. Okay.
You see, no one man na phone catch say, "Me kunu ewu na me hu ya na." Ana me see o hu ye na me ko hwe. me wo hwa na madam fo ne ba ko ba ye no be ka kire me say me kunu we na me say me da bi ohun ye nti me sorry fi kete so na ye nam ye chi hwe no ye ko police hospital 37 ye ko 37 na ye ko hu say oda ho no na ye be fi nti ade e chi anopa no mbe fa ye nko ye nkuro mbe fa ye nko ye nkuro mu no na me wo ho no ma na mbe ka kire say borfo no ehia ye nti memra na me ba ye ne achede de me fa no kwa nkakra no ana ye didi no ana ye de ye bibia sa na ye wom nti ye wom ana omo mfrɛ ye nti omo nka biom nti ye yankasa na ye say ye be ye meeting no mo ye no mo frɛ press meeting ye wo Accra school Novotel hono no mo free meeting wo na ye ko nia de say ye kan ye ko kan ye kan wie ye no na ye ba fie nti ye wo fie na omo san free say ye mra na omo ye mbeje ye aduani sika tama ye gya ye mma no ye ko no omo de ma ye 10 million 2 million akwara bi a wagya ne papa no omo ma no ende na enya asem ketwa wo hono nti omo ma ye sika ne my sika say ye ne abusuafo ne nche 10 million say ye ne abusuafo ne nche na ye che ye ba fie nti ye wo hono ma no mo ka kire say o mmehwe ye mba ne de amaye nti omo hwe nkwara ne de amaye omo start fie em say 900 and about 1.1 something eno no mo buso ara e hwe won.
So we'll go for another commercial break. When we return, we'll continue with the conversation. You're welcome back from the break. You're still here on Sports Check. We're doing a special edition of this show. We're remembering the 127 people who lost their lives during the 2001 May 9th stadium disaster at the Accra Sports Stadium. Today, I've been speaking with some of the family members who lost their relatives during the unfortunate event that happened on the day. I'll also speak with people who were fortunate enough to survive that horror incident. I've got a lady and a gentleman here who, for the sake of history, will recount what happened on the day through their eyes. Madam Essential, thank you and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's been 17 years and you follow football. You have followed football since I have known you. And you are at the stadium on that fateful day. Tell me, what do you remember of that day? What happened on that day?
Thank you for the opportunity. That day, as you said, I was at the stadium, and we won that. Accra Folk won that match by 2-1. And after the match, then I saw the Kotoko supporters sitting at where we now call Adekoka stand.
Did the match end? Not to interrupt you. Did the match end or after the Ishmael Ado goal?
No, the match ended.
Ended, okay.
So I saw them removing their seats, throwing it down. So people were, by then Accra House of Folk supporters mostly sit at that place. I think that place was popularly used by the chapter O.
Yes.
So they were jubilating, drumming. So what I saw was the supporters removing the chairs and throwing it down, and I saw the police just throwing tear gas. Then I watched it over. Then some people were running. Because I have experienced tear gas before, so I was there, and then I got down because I was sitting at the then popular VIP.
Okay.
VIP top. So I got down and then joined the team bus. I was in the bus with Ishmael and some of the players. So we're going, and some people were calling Jacob Nete, so he dropped down. Then I was telling Ishmael, you know that the goal you scored, they said it's offside goal. Then he said, what made it offside goal? So when I reached home, then as I heard, even my family they were happy. They said people have died, 10 people. So we heard that there were more. So in the morning, in fact, I was bold enough. I went to 37 military hospital morgue. So they will tell you, if you are not courageous, don't enter the mortuary. So I went there, and in fact, I went to about 5 hospitals before. In fact, it was a very hectic situation, a sad day, and later we got to know that in fact it was late that they put the light off, and those who were getting down were stuck at the entrance. That's what we heard, because I was not sitting, but I saw what happened, how the Kotoko supporters was removing the chairs, throwing it down. The police threw the tear gas.
When you were leaving the stadium, you didn't see any dead bodies?
No.
So you didn't have any idea that something was happening?
No, I have any idea that anything happened. But I know because they were removing chairs and all those things. I know there was something dissatisfaction about how we scored them, and that's all. But I didn't know that it would be in that situation that many people lost their lives that very day.
Did you lose some friends on that day? Do you remember some of your friends?
Yes.
Were you a member of Chapter O?
No. Okay. I was then NCC member, executive.
Okay.
I was then executive member in the NCC. I knew one guy called Fulani. He was with Aziz. I knew him very well. And then we have one of our ladies at Chapter 88, Kotobabi. That day, faithful day, when they were burying her, we sent a wreath as house ladies. We went a month with the family. That's the only people I knew. And I had a friend at Osu who told me that he was woken up by his phone. They included him in the people they drove to the hospital. So at the morgue, his phone was ringing, and then some of the people were awakened at this morgue, and they went home.
Okay. All right. So that's Madame Vicentia Deku.
Yes.
And she's the president of Heart Ladies, a very strong influence in Heart of Vogue, and she was at the Accra Sports Stadium on that fateful day. She managed to escape, and later heard about the number of people who had lost their lives. There's also a gentleman here who lived through that horrific incident. He is going to share with us what happened on the day through his lens. Over an
I told me Benjamin so Patterson.
Okay. 17 years she we stadium that day. Miniba Okayo the events that led to the stampede.
Me Kemake CCGA Numone Shienu ni Wajumoba no ake Numuntua Eke Onuku. She after our second goal ni Naka actually me into a property chapter O.
Okay. Oh, yeah, chapter O.
Oh, Jamashimomi. One ake I mean in Naka Mukufa yellow site Ekome Ebutu site Ekome Nefa Nefa. Or there was your Beno ake no could Baba or Chairman one ake policeman gas work Kotobia tea to Tobia Kotobia tea to Jimmy. And I can move to on Petagon when you brigade or Naka Koyon Trankea, the other side, but Kotobia side. You are not doing my time in
She ni o yishi o na gbemeni amegbo because some of the stories I make any amen ya anga gate e wo me pi crash ye gate na ni na amen no kani bi
she me tro na kege.
Okay.
Say Gina awok.
Okay.
Koyo ya say what yishi but kobi aje ni yishi no but this side ya say.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time here on Ghana Web TV on Sports Check. We've been doing a special edition of Sports Check. We're remembering there are over 126 people who lost their lives in 2001 watching the beautiful game. May the memories of those who lost their lives never be in vain. May we make a vow to become better supporters and citizens of this country. Thank you for watching. We're back same time next week with another edition of the show. Until then, keep well. We'll see you somewhere in town. Bye.